Hey everybody, Danny Ramsey here with MyOutDesk. Now today I get to announce wildly that MyOutDesk has gotten into the weed business, meaning the cannabis industry. I'm here with my good friend Tony Trinh. He is the owner and CEO of Fresh Mint MD. Tony, thanks for being here, brother.
Yeah, a pleasure.
All right, man.
Thanks for having me on.
So you hired a VA. You have a delivery service, and I'm excited. So let's start first with like what your company does.
So we are a cannabis delivery company based out in the Bay Area.
Okay.
We serve all four counties here in the Bay Area. It's San Francisco, Sunnyvale, Alameda, and Contra Costa.
Nice.
And we
And you're on fire right now because everybody's buying cannabis, right?
Yes. Sales have gone up since the shelter in place, and we've been lucky enough to kind of be in that position.
That's awesome, man. What's your origin story? Let's find out how, because you started this business in 2017, you've steadily grown it. And we were talking a little bit, and it's like exploded over the last couple of months. It's like shortened your growth path, like to, like basically all that you expected this year has happened in 2 months, which is exciting, right? But let's start with your origin story. How did you decide to start this thing?
Well, I've always kind of been interested in business, and I'd love to kind of see a new industry like the cannabis space take off. And we started here in Oakland, and Oakland has a very strong cannabis culture. So I just kind of fell in love with the industry and the people that worked in the industry, and I wanted to kind of really start it to kind of move the industry as well as put all my business ideas together. So that's how we started.
And rock and roll. Here we are. Well, some trends. We were talking about these trends. One, year over year, sales are up 78%. Now, because of the shelter in place, more states are calling it an essential service, which blew my mind when I saw that. Like California, weed is an essential service now. What do you think is going to happen to your industry now that we've kind of gone through this Corona times?
I think it's going to become even further legalized. They're going to really see the advance on how far we've came as an industry. I mean, it was only a couple of years ago where it was not even legal, and now it's an essential business. So
right.
It's really only been 2 years, 2 to 3 years. So it's definitely changed.
It's moving fast is what it is, right?
Yeah, it's moving fast, and you're starting to see that everybody's being okay with purchasing cannabis medicine and recreationally as well. So
it's very cool. And so you got involved because you liked the space and you liked the community. What's it been like running this thing over the last 2 or 3 years? Like what's the highs and lows? What's been exciting?
Yeah, the highs have been
real high. The highs have been real high.
The highs have been real high, with all the people that are in the industry, and really that sense of community. And the lows on the flip side have been really low as well. So,
right.
In the last couple of years, we've been dealing with, the taxes and dealing with competition in the black market, dealing with not being able to really bank at a normal bank.
Yeah.
So definitely lows and highs, and I guess that's business.
Yeah, absolutely. So about a year ago, I think you decided to hire a virtual assistant from MyOutDesk. What was that like? What made you make that decision?
So, sometimes it's luck. Being real candid with you, is that I hired her to really to kind of help out some other, real estate and some other businesses. And then I think the talent was there where at the time, during the COVID happened, and we realized that we can kind of use her talent and actually put more effort into the cannabis space.
Got it.
That's when it really switched off. So our intent really was to hire her for
other stuff,
other things. Yeah. She was just going to be an admin and, help, book appointments and manage my calendar. And then when we got her in here, there was just a lot more different talents and skill sets that she offered. And we just said, hey, just give everything to her.
Yeah, so much so that we're going to share with the audience a website and a new business that you're launching that she's been instrumental in building, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
All right, so let's walk through the process for people, especially other cannabis folks, if they're like you, needing help, really busy, maybe possibly need some systems ran, maybe have their phone answered. What advice would you give them to moving forward with a virtual assistant, and how would you structure that now that you've been through it?
I would say, you know, before you hire, know what you're looking for. You know the type of talent and skill that you're looking for that you can parlay into your business. And then once you hire that person, you know, give that person some time to kind of get groomed into that role, and then continue to kind of work with that person. And follow your book. I mean, your training, your PDFs. I really just look at all that. Started off with got to have a morning meeting, got to
Yeah.
have an end out, check out. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm looking around.
yeah,
For those on video, what he's talking
yeah.
about is, scaling your business with virtual professionals. That's awesome. And if you're listening, let's just give it away, man. If you're listening, all you need to do to text and get a copy of that book is text 31996, text MOD to 3199096. So text the words MOD to 31996 and you'll get a free copy of the book, and come in and we'll do a consultation and sit down with you and kind of help you through what it would look like to have a virtual assistant in the cannabis world. What have you learned going through this? What do you think has been your peak, like, learning as you've kind of hired a virtual assistant and done that world now?
I've learned that not only can your virtual assistant help you out, but your entire team, right? It can
Okay.
Your entire team our entire team depends on this virtual assistant now on a day-to-day basis. So
Why? What is she doing that's so important to your team?
I think she prepares all the reports for us.
Mm-hmm.
She prepares all the business metrics that we need.
Got it.
All the items that we were really, really too busy to kind of work on ourselves to prepare.
Yep.
So, but when Christine is here, she has those reports ready for us during the meetings, and we're able to make business decisions. Everybody's able to kind of make decisions a lot faster.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
Well, let's make sure we're clear. Like, is it like inventory decisions? Is it websites, getting product on a website? Is it like sales and revenue and profit? Like, what are the reports that she, was capable of doing for you and has added value to your team?
So, and frankly, she prepares almost all the reports. So
Everything.
yeah, we have her do it. I mean, from a marketing standpoint, we have her prepare the reports, marketing wise. Where are all of our sales? What city is kind of where we need to kind of focus on for the next 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
From a management standpoint, the performance of our staff. So she brings out the, reports for that, and then she tracks all of our new customers,
Mm-hmm.
making sure that we are protecting our data and getting the emails and the birthdays, and just getting that granular level that we're really unable to kind of work with
Got it.
from the beginning. Yeah.
Got it. And so it just helps you speed up the decisions that you make and making tweaks to the business, so it's more profitable and, your clients are happier.
Yes, clients are happier. We're able to make better decisions. And we're able to and free up a lot of our management team to kind of work on some of the projects that they've always wanted to work on.
Yeah.
So.
That's very cool. What we were talking about a new management company that you put together, and like, I'm curious if you could share that with the audience and like understand what that looks like.
Yeah. So we're starting up a new company. It's called the Green Management Group, and it's really it's us going through the highs and lows and learning, and all the trial and errors. We want to be able to, since we want to be able to kind of further this industry, we want to help other delivery services. We want to help other investors kind of get into this space, but really minimize some of the learning curve. So
Got it.
we wanted to provide that type of consulting, for newcomers and other small businesses that are struggling right now. So
Yeah, makes sense. And you'd help somebody who maybe needs a license, or you'd help somebody who wants to start a delivery. Those are kind of, or just some consulting, like this is how we built it and you could do it the same. Is that kind of the idea?
yes. Maybe it's a delivery service that's struggling. We can look at their inventory. We can look at their sales process. We can handle their marketing, for them. So
There you go. Speaking of that, your virtual assistant is actually helping with this new consulting company, which is really cool. What is she doing?
she handles all the marketing. So we put all our ideas together. We give her our vision, and then she does the research and comes out with marketing flyers, the website design, the content,
Hmm.
and really just like the template for us to move forward.
Did you think you were going to get that when you first hired a virtual assistant with us?
Not at all. So not at all.
Not at all.
Yeah.
And so what's that like, coming in thinking you're going to have somebody manage your calendar and do some admin stuff, and all of a sudden now she's helping your team with reports, she's doing a big part of your marketing, and she's indispensable to your business. What's that feeling like?
The feeling is like, why didn't we do this earlier? Like, 2 years ago. So
Yeah.
3 years ago.
Perfect. That's perfect. Okay, so your advice to anybody in the cannabis world is, number one, make sure you know what you want in a talent. Come in. Although you interviewed a lot of people, you said that you had to go through almost 8 interviews before you found somebody. What was that like? Tell the audience about that.
Yeah. So, we looked at personality. We asked for situational type of job roles, and I kind of liked a few of them, but I actually had my entire management team interview everyone as well, and then we just narrowed it down to one. So that through that process, it helped us accelerate the hire, and then really find the right person for that. So
Yeah, beautiful. And you had multiple people on your team interview each of our people, and then you narrowed it down from the 8 to the 2 or 3, and then you guys did you have a second round interview with the 2 or 3 that you narrowed, or how did that go?
Yeah, we had a second round. We narrowed it down to 3.
That's awesome.
And then the personality test made a big difference. So
yep.
Yeah, the personality test.
You move forward once you did a market force personality profile and you understood, like, this is the kind of person that we want, and then you made a selection from the first 3.
Yes.
That's awesome. Okay, so if somebody wanted to reach out to you, perhaps at the consulting, or get more information about your virtual assistant, how would they find you guys?
Yeah, you can visit our website. It's www.thegmgroup.org, or you can email us at info@thegmgroup.org.
Perfect. And if you're listening right now, we're going to put that into the show notes. Tony, I'm really ecstatic about hanging out and getting to talk with you. What advice would you leave with? What would you tell the audience about hiring a virtual assistant, working with MyOutDesk, and being in this cannabis world? What are your thoughts?
I would say just, if you're thinking about it, just go for it. I mean, just go for it, and it's not going to be perfect, but if you hang in there, the return and all the compound effort that you put in the beginning, it's definitely going to pay off in a couple months. For us, it paid off in about a month. So
there you go.
After all the training.
Yeah, paid off in a month. I like those numbers. Tony, thank you so much from Fresh Mint MD. Really appreciate you today for coming on the show. If you're listening and you want more information, we have job descriptions, tons of people available, and we can serve your needs. If you need sales, marketing, or admin support, we are the company. Again, Tony, thanks for being here. Get a copy of your book before you leave. All you have to do is text MOD to 31996. Again, Tony, you're a badass. Thanks, man.
Thanks for having me on, Daniel.